Hi, I'm Carolyn Wheeler of C-Dub Says, where we show you how to design the life you desire and give you the tools to empower you to take action on your dreams. Welcome back to Bullet Journaling 101. This series is the companion video to the articles I'm running on cdubsays.com. I also have a free ebook about bullet journaling for you, and you can find the links to those in the description below. In the previous video, we covered the index, future log, and the mental inventory exercise. Today, we're going to do some migration, which is basically transferring information from one part of our bullet journal to the appropriate section. If you completed the mental inventory exercise, you should have a list of priorities and responsibilities that you want to focus on in the coming year. Now, it's time to migrate those items to the future log. Looking at your mental inventory list, decide in which month you want to work on various things. Anything that's related to other items like specific goals, projects, travel plans, and the like will become special collections. Now we're going to transfer the items from our mental inventory, where we listed the things that we're currently working on, the things we should be working on, and the things we want to be working on, into our future log. Now, one of the things I want to talk about with this mental inventory, and this is an imaginary person, is that clearly her life is kind of out of balance, because right here she's got mostly working on work projects and staying late to do it. That's what she's working on. What she wants to be working on is looking for a new job, updating her resume, and doing an exercise plan, losing weight. And then over here, she's got this long list of items of things that she wants to be working on, like getting certification for her new job and doing some craft projects and learning how to make meals for her upcoming diet plan. And so she's definitely out of balance. But one of the things about the bullet journal, and I've talked about this before, is intentionality. And so what we're going to do is help this person get some balance back in her life and focus on the things that she needs to do. So I would say for January, let's look at this monthly should be working on column. I know in the previous video I mentioned, like, if there's anything that doesn't make sense, cross it off. But I think for this person, everything on here makes sense. This is probably what she needs to stop doing, is working late and start spending a little bit more time on these things. So I would say, in looking at the mental inventory, looking for a new job and updating her resume, these are things that would go together. And so I would probably make them its own project or collection. These, the exercise plan, losing weight, I would say those are connected as well, including learning how to make paleo meals. They're all connected to the same thing. So I would probably create sort of like a health collection and then list all of the goals that are related to that, and create tasks from that, and then add that to the calendar. As far as goals for next year, okay, she should be working on that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and record that in January as something, as a task for 2020. And let's see, she says getting certification for a new job. Well, let's just say she probably knows that the certification begins in March, but she needs to sign up for the certification in February. So I would put that here, sign up for certification exam. And then in March, I would put, and this would probably be an event, so it would be a circle. We'll talk about signifiers later. Certification exam would go here under March. Okay, it's right here. All right. Sewing projects. Lola's baby. Let's say Lola's baby is due in July, and so I would make a note here. Lola gives birth, and I would probably need a couple of months to do the sewing. So I'm going to say, based on how busy this person is, she's probably going to be going back to the certification exam. She's probably going to be studying. So I'm going to put that studying for cert in February. So was she really going to have a lot of time to work on a quilt for the baby here in March when she's actually taking the exam? So I would schedule that for work on quilt for Lola's baby. That at least gives her between April and July 3 months to get that thing done. And then I would just take these other things and put them in my future log where I think it would be appropriate to do. And so that's how you work on a future log and migrate your tasks. Now I'm going to show you how to do a traditional approach for making a basic bullet journal monthly format. On the left side of your page, you're going to have a calendar and list out the dates and the days of the month and add your appointments, events, and other important items. On the right side of your book, you're going to have a place where you're going to list all of the tasks, the current month's tasks from your future log. So you're going to take everything from your future log, which is here. So let's just say it's January. I'm going to take anything that I've written here and I'm going to add it over here into my monthly calendar and list format. If they're events, they're going to go here, and any other important milestones, and anything that is a task is going to go on this side. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing we're going to do, as you can see, I've already started listing out the day of the month and the date. So one Wednesday, the second is on a Thursday, the third's Friday, fifth Saturday, sixth, and then I would just continue on with the 6th being Monday, the 7th Tuesday, the 8th Wednesday, 9th Thursday, 10th Friday, and so on. And then I would continue to go on numbering through 31, and then I'd look at my future log over here and I'd say, okay, it says I need to start an exercise plan, sign up with the gym. So I already know that I've made a gym appointment for Friday the 3rd, so I'm going to put that on here. First gym appointment with trainer. Okay, and so that becomes something that I would put here. And then as far as tasks, again, I go back, consult with nutritionists. Okay, so then that becomes a task that I put here. Consult with nutritionists. Any other tasks that I have for the month of January that I've listed in my future log would go here as tasks. And that's pretty much how you would do a traditional layout for monthly bullet journal pages. Now I'm going to show you how to do a layout where you have a traditional monthly calendar. You're probably familiar with this approach if you've previously used a planner, and here you can record appointments and events in each day like you would in a traditional standard planner, and leave an area for your monthly goals, tasks, or additional notes. So what I've done on this page is I've used the dots in the grid to create a calendar over here. I added, what I know were holidays at this point. I would also add, like I said in the previous spread, my appointment with the gym. So I would put that here. Tasks, I would put, call my or make an appointment with my nutritionist here. And then any other important dates that you want to add, like birthdays or special doctor's appointment or parties or what have you, you can put that here just to have you have it as a call out. And then over here I have any notes, which at the end of the month I like to reflect on my progress in the month. And so I like to just make reflections here that I keep in mind for the coming month. This is sort of like a next level type of layout as opposed to doing the list version. If you want to get a little more decorative, you can use this approach. I just want to point out that here I made a mistake in my grid drawing. Even though I use pencils, somehow I use my colored ink pen, and I wanted to cover it up. So I used some white out, and then I just put a strip of washi tape over top of it. I just wanted to show you this so you can get an example of how you can use washi tape. It's not only good for decorating your pages, but you can also use it to cover up your mistakes. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to do another kind of calendar layout. This style has the calendar at the top of both, going across both pages here, and the notes and everything will be organized here on the bottom. So let's show you how you can decorate this. This is going to be a little fancier layout. I've already done the monthly grid for you, and I'm going to use again my Cricut to create some of the pages for this month. As I mentioned earlier, there are things that can fall outside of the current month, and those are the things in which you record in your future log. However, there can be some items that you didn't get to in the current month, and we take care of that during monthly migration. When you set up your next month's pages, you'll review the previous month to see which tasks or other items didn't get completed, and then it's totally normal not to complete everything. But then you ask yourself, why did those tasks not get completed, and if they still matter? If they still matter, then you're going to migrate them to the next month or the most appropriate time in your future log. In the next video, we'll talk more about task lists as they pertain to daily and optional weekly spreads, as well as signifiers, so stay tuned. Don't forget to visit cdubsays.com to read articles on bullet journaling and to get your free Bullet Journaling 101 ebook. Also, be sure to check out my special dot grid journals, perfect for bullet journaling, which are available on Amazon.com under CDub Says Journals. I'll see you next time.